Hey guys, what's up? Hey, I wanted to mention something. I totally forgot about it. Listen, leave a comment, all right? Because everybody needs someone to talk to, and if you're home alone, you really don't have anyone to talk to, especially if you're bummed out, right? And a lot of times, I find it easier to talk to a stranger than family members and friends because for some reason I just find it a lot easier. And you start talking to family members and friends, and sometimes things will get out. People gossip. You know what? You don't want everybody to know your business out there. I'm like I said, I still have a couple of really good friends that don't even know what's going on. I'm gonna eventually give them a call, let them know what's going on. I seen a buddy of mine. I think it was Monday. Monday I seen him, and he came down, and we talked. And he was completely understood exactly what I was going through and why I did what I did. And I mean, he was bummed out too, believe it or not. He's a good friend of mine. He felt bad I was going through it, and he just didn't know. And he was like, why didn't you get in touch with me? And I was like, well, it's just something that was kind of personal, it was hard. And, I was explaining myself to everyone, the same story, and it just made me feel even worse because I had to keep bringing it up over and over again. So, I mean, I got him out of the way. Yeah, but like I said, leave a comment. I always reply to my comment. It's not a problem. And everybody needs someone to talk to, and you can ask me anything. What did I do? How did I get busy? How did I focus? I explained in a lot of my videos, the short ones and the long ones, but I can also explain it to you, one-on-one comments, because a lot of times, I got quite a few of them, and it kind of works out. A lot of people are bummed out, and they do leave comments, and I talk to them, and they feel better about it. They feel better about it. They have like I said, clarity. It's about clarity. You have to like, judgments are going to be clouded. You're going to know what, you don't know what to do, this and that and that. So you got to you got to know that, once you know you're going to get a divorce, you have to take these certain steps. It's about progressing. You gotta move forward. You really do. You don't have a really choice. You don't have a choice because you're not going back to the life that you had. Like I said, I was bummed out and I didn't have a support system, so it was rough. But I crawled out of that hole, I'm doing really good. I feel really good, really good. And then I decided to go on this vacation. I went on a cruise to the Bahamas, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered. I'm telling you, if you have a vacation coming up, go to the Bahamas, go to the Caribbean, get some sun, go to the beach, go swimming. Got a whole week or 2 weeks, whatever you want to do. And I can sincerely tell you that it did a lot for me. It really did. I felt really good. I met quite a few people there, couples, and people who are single. They were all super cool. I didn't give them too much information, but I told them that I was going to a divorce and I needed some clarity and I needed to get out, and so I decided to go to the Caribbean. And everybody was like, "Yeah, that's great," And I'm gonna tell you something, man. That's like the best thing I ever did. The best. And I came home, focused. And I met someone there, so it's crazy. I wasn't even looking for to meet someone, but I knew that if I met someone and someone just happened to like just fall in my lap, I wasn't gonna lose an opportunity and say, I'm not ready yet, because for me it's been like a year, a little over a year, and I'm in a position where I wanted to start dating again, start seeing people, I didn't want to do anything serious, but this person I met is great. So there's a high probability they could get serious. I'm not sure. We're gonna take it slow. But that's something you might want to consider. Go on a vacation. It doesn't have to be Caribbean. Just vacations are great. I did it by myself. I went by myself. I needed to go by myself, and it was like I said, it's the best decision I ever made. Because if I didn't do it then, if I didn't do it, a week ago, I don't know if I would have done it this year. To be honest with you, eventually, I don't know if I would have went on a cruise this year. I could have went somewhere for a weekend. But let me tell you something. Cruises are great. If you've never been on a cruise, go on a cruise. You're gonna love it. Trust me. And you're gonna meet people there, and you're gonna have a lot of fun. You're gonna have clarity. You're gonna be a little bit more focused. Because if you live in a city like I do, it's good to get out of the city. Everybody knows it's good to get out of the city. You gotta decompress from living in the city. And ever since I came back, it was great. And like I say, for those of you who feeling the same way, I would recommend going on vacation. And just leave some comments. If you're not, if you don't go on vacation, you decide to stay home, you want somebody to talk to, just throw a comment my way. I always reply to all my comments. And like I said, I don't mind, giving people advice in terms of what you need to do, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, how to deal with it. Just a lot of stuff that I cover on there. So it's great to take a look at it and you can maybe relate to a lot of the stuff that I'm saying, and hopefully you can recover much quicker than I did. Because this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this, because I want people to understand that this is something that's really hard, something that's going to probably be one of the hardest things that you ever do is go through a divorce, especially if it's not mutual, and you're the one on the receiving end, like I was. I have very good clarity now. I'm like, to be honest with you, I feel like just texting her sometimes and saying, listen, can you just expedite it? That's how good I feel about it. Because I know it's, at the end of the day, it's, in about 2 months, it's going to be a done deal. So what's the point, right? But I just wanted to let you guys know, leave a comment. I always get back to it. If you're not feeling good, you have no one to talk to, leave a comment. I'm going to always reply to your comment, all right? And as always, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification, hit that bell. Give me a thumbs up, share my content with everyone. Leave a comment. Look at my short videos, my long videos. They're all great. They all have good advice on there. This is not something that's not easy to go through, especially if you're going through it by yourself. I mean, if you have your family, friends, that's great. But sometimes it's easier. Like I said, for me, it was easier to talk to strangers about it. And that's what I did. But as always, listen, take care of yourself. Be strong up here and here, right? You have to take care of that because they go together. And focus on moving forward, because I guarantee you it's going to get better. I promise you it's going to get better, and you're going to feel better. And like the weather's starting to break, and within a month, it's going to start getting warmer. You're going to start feeling better. You're going to be outdoors. Trust me. And you might start feeling a lot better when the weather breaks. And as this is going by, day by day, week by week, month by month, you're going to feel so much better. And hopefully, within a couple months, you're going to be good to go. All right? And that's what I want to hear. You're good to go. So in the meantime, take care of yourself. Be strong here. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning, okay? Be safe, be strong, and have a good night.